Going live. Bruce is all on St. Patrick's Day. So I can come on and wish us a happy St. Patrick's Day to all my Irish cultured friends, or like me, people who celebrate St. Patrick's Day as an excuse to drink. No, I'm kidding. Irish culture, it has to do with Christianity. But either way, I come on here every Friday. We have two streams, guys, every Friday, 1 o'clock and 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, to interact with you all, and I come on and give you some heads up about the news. The news will be tonight because not much is happening in space that they are telling us, except for the launching of satellites, the launching of spy satellites, new companies that are being opened up all the time in space, getting a little bit crazy. But now they're talking about lunar robots, and they're talking about robots with appendages that can be taken off and interchanged, and different tools that you can add on these robots, which most likely the robots have been designed a hell of a long time ago. Jen, thanks for being here. Adios first. Thank you so much, bro. On my way to go to work. Yes, have an amazing day, bro. Was back in a half hour. Yes, sir. Parfait, mon frère. Thank you. Adios. Good afternoon, Jen. How's it going? How's the snow in your end? Is it snowing? It's pouring rain here right now. Really raining hard. And the temperatures, I think it's between 4 and 5 degrees Celsius. It's melting. They're announcing some wind for this afternoon. Nice to see you all. Instead of me babbling about space, I'm going to do a Q&A and talk to my amazing community. How's it going? Dave. Yes, sir. Hello, Bruce. Moderators and the community of Moon and Space peeps. Happy St. Patrick's Day. For those of you that celebrate it anyways, that's for sure. And do we do that tonight? Just a drink-a-thon, marathon on the evening stream? Bruce, I'll try. Check in for the late one to say hello. Thank you very much, man. A mad contact last night. Oh, yeah. Mate, ship came massive, vanished, and flashing craft vanishing and appearing. First clear night. Haven't had a night in ages. So do you have that wrench now? Because I can't see who is a mod or not. But either way, I had put you in with this morning with Peter Benton's channel. Cynical Entity. And if not, well, let me know and I'll try to fricking do it again. You guys can check out C5 Circles channel. He's the one. Well, actually, he's gone. I put up something to change the background, so don't be insulted if your picture's gone. It's right over there on the wall. Mr. Simon, thanks a lot for stopping by. You guys can check out his channel too. Azil, how's it going, my friend? I'm doing well, except for my little eye. That's the allergies are crazy. Did you hear about the Russian MiG-29 that caused the American MQ-9? Yep, Reaper drone to crash over the Black Sea. Thanks for bringing it up. Yeah, I saw that, and I also saw at the same time. Thanks for coming in, you guys. I saw at the same time that yes, exactly, over the Black Sea. So what was the American drone doing there? It's over international waters. They're allowed to be there, apparently. There's a lot of, in the media now, especially the left woke, they're saying, hey, what would Reagan have done? They would have shot down the jet. We have to start shooting down the planes that are going to start attacking our drones. It was definitely an attack for sure. When I saw they were dumping fuel, for those of you that saw the video, this MiG-29 coming up to, like he says, the MQ-9 or MO9, MQ-9, to the American drone, buzzed around it a couple of times, was following it for 34 to 40 minutes, so it wasn't an accident, and then came up to it in the video. You see it veering off, going like that as it's pulling up, and it gets really close to the drone, and the drone gets hit by, after the second pass by, I believe, gets hit and crashes into the Black Sea. As a matter of fact, the Russians right now, or as of yesterday, were definitely looking for that. So we'll see what that's going to happen, what that's going to bring, Azil, right? What that's going to bring is war. Probably the Americans are going to have an excuse to, bomb the hell out of a whole bunch of countries for whatever the reason. More excuses and blame to be able to attack Russia. So they've been using that for a while. Thank you so much, Elias Valhatla. That's the second channel, guys. Crazy Music, Space Jam. Don't forget your thumbs up for the channel, peoples, and check out his channel and his musical setup. Absolutely very important. The thumbs up, the algorithms. YouTube's not sharing out the channel, and only thanks to you guys sharing out the channel is the only reason why some of the new people are coming by the channel. We don't get a lot of new people. And of course, with the subscribers, well, listen, I'm not here for subscribers, but who's not happy to reach a milestone of 97,000? Guys, I really want to thank you. That's a lot of people. And there's only 320,000 YouTube channels of 100,000 subscribers. So I would have thought millions. So I was, it's something to be really happy for. This is our channel. It's only us here in the entire world that know that there's something on the moon and that have seen my research. So unless you've stopped by here, you're not going to know exactly what I caught on my end anyways. Thanks again, Azil. Leah, how's it going? Didn't get notified this time. Good afternoon, everyone. That happens to a lot of people, eh? And like mostly you get notified and then all of a sudden, whoops, no notification. And it's not something I'm doing different because I'm doing all the same things. Right on. Say hi to your daughters, Mr. CE5 Circle, who just got some cool UFOs. Hopefully he'll be getting those videos up, if not already, and you guys can check it out. Thank you very much, man. Allô à toi, Janine. Janine Quenouille, dans la maison. Je te souhaite une magnifique après-midi. Pogné dans la pluie ici, Janine. Commence à pleuvoir cet après-midi. Puis annonce ça pour le reste de la journée. Mais ça va fondre. Maybe silly question. Nope, there are no silly questions here, Jen. Only my videos and my theories sometimes can be silly. Maybe silly question, she says. But how do we know there are changes occurring to Earth's core? How is it calculated? That is, wow. Thanks for bringing that up. As a matter of fact, I did quite a bit of research on that too. So we started hearing people talk about this incident, right? That they say that it's stopped and now going to start going the other way, rotating backwards. We know that this happens every 77 years, and it's continual. In 2009 is when approximately it was slowing down and now stopped. And here's the thing, Jen, they do not know what the core consists of and even which elements. I'm going to tell you what they said. Like we're talking about the professionals, Michio Kaku, an Asian professor. He often talks on all the news medias when it comes to asking questions about new findings in space. And what they're going to start doing, well, first of all, before what they're going to start doing, how are they able to see the core? They're taking x-rays. They can't do anything else, bring, ping back to the center to see if there's any movement. They could try to check the temperatures, but they still can't get to the center of Earth and to find out the temperatures, that's for sure. So they call it the core without knowing what it consists of and why even it's turning or changing directions. They know absolutely nothing about it. No research that has been done on it, not big research, that's for sure. But now Michio Kaku, there's a new thing they're going to start doing now. And it's interesting to be able to find out more about the core. Still not finding out what element it is, but now they're going to give the Earth a sonogram. Just like, sonograms, like for babies and stuff. That's literally what they're going to do to be able to witness exactly the shape and size and exact form of the core. Aside from that, they can't do much. And they don't know much either about the core. Or they know a lot and everything about it, and they're not going to tell people that some of the changes are related to that. Because now there's so many things happening that, people, all of us, not us here, but in general, people are fighting about, no, it's the sun causing this. No, it's HARP. And they call it, no, it's CERN that's causing this. And it could be a bit of everything, I think. Probably a little touch of everything, all the manipulation that's being done. China manipulating the ionosphere, heating it up, you know. And I keep repeating myself, an ice age, we could be in exactly now in the interglacial part of an ice age. We could be inside of an ice age that started 10,000 years ago, maybe even before, when nobody knows at all. Nobody knows how long an ice age is. In an ice age, you have a greenhouse effect period. Oof, wait a minute. We're experiencing a greenhouse effect. Could it be part of the interglacial period of the ice age or whatever stage of the ice age we're in? An ice age consists of cold periods, freezing periods, but before it gets to that point, you get very warm and melting periods, which in general for the past 5-10 years, quite a bit, we've seen some of the icebergs and everything melting. We even had a few incidents where the icebergs actually came down, into Canada and everything in other countries. And then the fish, the whales, and everything started going haywire. We started having a bloody whale come right here in Baharnwa, just right beside Valleyfield, and got caught in the dams. And there were sharks. And what's with everything changing in the waters? I know I'm jumping and changing subjects, but just so many things going on. You guys heard of the 8,000 kilometer, over 5,000 mile wide blob that they're talking about? It's the seaweed, right? Very dangerous, by the way. They destroy coral reefs, they destroy fisheries. It takes all the oxygen out of the water where it is. So where that seaweed is sitting in the water, which is going to go by the Caribbean, by the way, and yeah, coast of Florida. I guess you guys in Florida are going to have to pick all that up or whatever you're going to do, because there's a gas emanating from that when they're along the shorelines. It's toxic. There's a lot of arsenic in it, like Margaret had said when she came here the last time. Probably saw the same post as me, because they were talking about all the dangers that occurred at the beginning of the year 2000. If you haven't seen the seaweed blob I'm talking to you about, guys, check it out. It's incredible. It's bigger than America, than the States combined. And the proper name and term for those patches, never before that big though, they call them seaweed blooms. And it's happened before, but you got to wonder why the ocean floor is being stirred up, right? I made an interesting poll the other day. Some might think maybe there's some sarcasm in it, some fun in it, but what is it? Russian submarines ripping up the soil? Is it the Tonga explosion or something, that was nuked in the bottom of the ocean that caused all that seaweed to surface? How the hell can a seaweed patch of 8,000 kilometers wide, gathered together all in one same area? Got to admit, there's a lot of, Cyclone Freddy, there's the hurricanes and stuff. Can never be just one thing, eh? There's so many reasons why that could happen. But the first thing that came into my mind right away was, holy crap, in Florida and the tourism season and everything, with spring break now, what's going to happen with the tourism, exactly, all the money and stuff, if the beaches are completely covered? Like, imagine if it gets that bad. And some people say, well, Bruce, it's not going to be that bad. Yeah, it's bigger than the States. Okay, so as that starts coming to the edge, how long, it's gonna be coming until about June or July. So, well, could that destroy a part of the tourism in Florida? I wonder. Caribbean too, and all the coral reef. It's horrible. Jeff Lloyd, what's up, man? Thanks. Mr. Christopher Rollins in the house. No wrench. Well, I don't know what the hell's going on. In settings, I dropped the name of your channel in. It says it works. And I'm going to try it again later. I don't understand why that's happening. Peter will let me know if his worked. Raining next few days in Toronto, plus temps, maybe more snow next week. Yeah, Jen, thanks again for coming in. Yeah, that could be something that we're going to see here in Canada, especially Toronto and Quebec, because they're announcing colder for the month of April. It's going to be cold into the month of April. We might even have a couple of snowstorms all the way up into April, who knows? We've seen snow before in March and April here, but it's not a regular thing. But don't forget, they've been talking about El Nino. You got El Nino, you got an El Nina. I hope they don't come up with El Nino. They invent all these terms to try to explain the reasons why everything's being so screwed up. The weather patterns are off the wall. I was really upset this morning. I saw somebody post, it was a news media on top of it, posted that there was a double CME today, and I was blown away. I said, if that's real, we're going to see um, record snowfall again in St. Bernardino in California, which, by the way, is flooded now. In California, some levee broke, and it's flooding into other towns. It's flash floods, and California is getting a lot of rain. Can you imagine that? Well, they closed down some of the ski hills here in Quebec. No, not because there's not enough snow, because there's too much snow. And the snow went up all the way to where the people take the little rail line to go up in their little bucket bench to go skiing on top of the mountain. So it's not that they needed to make more snow this year. The snowfall this year actually caused the snow, the ski slopes. That's what the snow hills, Bruce. The ski slopes to close because there's too much snow. So we're seeing some ridiculous things happening. And do you notice how it's progressing? Last year it was crazy. This year was psychotic. I mean, the year before last year, 2021, it was crazy. 2022 was psychotic. Now this year, the weather already is starting to be like off the wall. Karen 18 in the house. Thank you very much. How's it going, Michael? Yes, sir. Thanks so much for coming in, you guys. And for all of you that are here today celebrating St. Patrick's, well, I'm only on the coffee. Too early to celebrate St. Patrick's. 119. Gonna stick to the coffee. But happy St. Patrick's Day to all of you. Sally, thanks for coming in. Simon says, my channel only has one video now, Bruce. Oh, really? But I'll be building it up. It doesn't matter this year with a new approach. Absolutely, man. Listen, you've been here for a long time. People will head over and check the videos on your end. Absolutely. When I had problems with my Chrome search server, and I'm using, I don't even remember Safari. Now I tend to be seeing more glitches with the mods, and you're not alone. It's quite a few of you that are losing wrenches and whatnot. I'm sorry about that. Richard, thanks, man. Thanks for being here, bro. Leah in the house. Chris says temperatures has dropped 20 degrees in past hour. All year, Christopher, he comes here and he talks to me about the temperatures, and his temperatures, like me a lot here too, up and down, like minus 20s and plus 20s, minus 20s, plus 20s. So you must be getting the same thing if you get a lot of snow in your end. I don't know, but you're getting the rain, the slush, the snow, rain, slush, snow. I've been getting that here all year so far. Hey, Chip, thanks a lot, brother. Thanks for the generous contributions, you guys. Mention you in, oh my God, man. I thank you so much for that. I love the Y-Files, by the way. Mentioned you on the Y-Files last night on AJ's AMA. He pulled up your channel live on the show. What are you talking about, Willis? Pulled up your channel live on the show. His AMAs usually gets about 250,000 views. Chip, are you serious about that? Hey, man, thanks for letting me know that, bro. I really appreciate that. Maybe we'll get more more subscribers, more interest to the channel. How thoughtful, man. Like I said, Chip, I can't thank you enough, first of all. Whether I get subs or not, know that it's appreciated. But it's only the people that talk about my channel and try to push it a bit or mention it in certain places like that. I mean, wow. I got a few of you that have done that for me, and I appreciate it. Because one year I went to look to see how many videos have been shared on my channel. 2,000, man, since 2016. So 2,000 times my video's been shared out in all. So that's not a lot in a period of 7 years, but I appreciate it so much. I'll be checking that out too. Actually, that's awesome. If you honestly, man, you said my channel literally came up there. Holy crap. Well, and that's how it is. Hey, Pat, how's it going, man? Happy St. Patrick's Day, brother. Thanks for the support, man. And that's how it is. Big channels. I don't have a lot of time to look at other people's channels, but whether you like them or not, I can name Roman Atwood, PewDiePie. For me, not to have ever checked Roman Atwood's channel, but know him because everybody always talked about him back in the day. These people started out small and became credibly big. T-Series and the versus Mr. Beast. Awesome guy, by the way. A lot of bad videos about him. That's why I went to see Mr. Beast. He gets a lot of money, and I guess there's a lot of jealousy online. People get mad because he gets millions of views, but I mean, that should be encouraging him. He gives a lot of money to poor people, fundraisers, gives a lot of free food and stuff away. If there was ever a channel I'd probably shout out, would be Mr. Beast. I don't know the guy. I watch a lot of his videos, but a lot of people get a lot of flack for just doing some good stuff online. Anyways, I think I'm getting carried away here. A little excited that my name could be on such a big platform. Anyways, the Y-Files especially, which I do like. I love his channel, by the way. Thanks again, Pat. Julie, how's it going? Nice to see you again. Hope you're well from all my family. I thank you very much, Julie Parker and family. Love you guys if you're listening, and I appreciate that. Well, man, pouring rain here. That's what's happening right now. But, doing good. Now, due for another video, maybe today, right? If I don't get it between the streams, it'll be right after tonight's stream. And I thank you so much for coming back, guys, to listen to the videos. Each thumbs up helps. Every time you subscribe to the channel, it's one hell of a milestone to get to 97,000, let alone 100,000. I'm 2,950 away from being at 100,000. So I'm really excited. And again, I'm really grateful and thankful that you all made me get there, because without a community, there is no channel. That's how it is. Considering I've been held back a lot and hidden, that you guys still come back to the channel is even wow, Hey, from Down Patrick, right on. Thanks a lot, you guys. Star Hunter, greetings, brother. Hope you're feeling well, man. On the big screen, right on, man. I hope you're feeling good and better from the last time you weren't feeling too good, if I'm not mistaken. Darla, thanks for being here. Appreciate it, Darla. Thanks for sharing out the channels and everything. Good people to come here. Have you heard the collapse of the monetary system is going to happen in August 2023 or sooner? Yeah, well, you see, I knew for a fact Dave's not here, man, bro, channel, thanks. I knew there was a possibility at the end of 2023, that's for sure. I don't believe it's going to be before that, and even a possibility that could be in 2024. What I don't believe is that the CBDC is going to come out with the chip. I believe that they're going to do much like Bitcoin, try to either force a certain country to undergo that change, but if there's too many protests, they might just offer it like Bitcoin and deals and get people to want to take join the CBDC digital currency. Some of the banks that are closing, Silvergate, Signature, Silicon Valley Bank, those three banks are pretty corrupt leftist wing banks, woke banks. One of them, I think it was Signature or Silicon, one or the other, were doing commercials about gender ideology, and they were funding BLM, like $75 million or something like that. So you got to wonder how these institutions can even remain open. Of course, Biden with the bailout, it's going to buy back Silicon Valley. And there was talk about only deposits and a return of those for an amount of $250,000 as compared to the total money you had. Not going to happen. It's just not going to happen that the change is going to happen in August. I'm hoping, just my opinion, I'm pretty sure that we're going to get over the hump that something's going to, being careful here, but something's going to crash the system where it won't be the choice of the elites, but they're going to get a little setback. And maybe that setback will give us enough time to wait for, I don't know what, wait for the coming of Christ. We need something. We need someone to help us here. We need a lot of help on this channel. In this world. Not talking about my channel. What did Bruce say? The coming of Christ for his channel? Don't think that's going to happen. There's a toxic nuke. Beth, Noise, thanks for the generous contributions, you guys. The toxic nuke waste is spilled by the power plant by my house. Oh, wow. The Gov says no need to worry. Minnesota, love you guys. Thanks, Bruce. Thanks so much for letting me know that. This is horrible. Absolutely horrible what's happening. Hearing Ohio, not just Ohio, there was also an oil leak in what, am I mistaken, Arizona. Was no, maybe not the oil leak there, but it could be there. Nevada, maybe. Nevada, are there oil rigs in Nevada? Bruce doesn't know because he's not from Nevada. You see the floods in Nevada? Complete floods in Nevada? Yeah, Arizona was an overspilt truck with some chemicals in it. What's with all the chemicals? And of course, like they said to you, there's no need to worry in Minnesota. Nuclear fallout, no biggie. It just causes cancer and stuff. Yeah, right. That's ridiculous. Thanks for sharing that, Beth. I really appreciate that. Michael, right on, brother. Happy St. Fatty's Day. We should have a St. Fatty's Day. Actually, not for me, but for to be able to celebrate people smoking fatties. I'm sure there's a few Irish people smoking them too. Richard, appreciate that, brother. Really does show you guys. Old people here. I like old people too, Anna. Anna Bone in the house. Celine loves light. Merci. Thanks so much for stopping by. Everyone disappeared. And they're back. Hello here. It's cloudy, supposed to snow later. Have a good afternoon. Here too, my dear friend, but I guess we're going to get rain instead. So it started raining until the temperatures shift, and then we can get a little bit of hail or, some crazy stuff going on. China's getting hail. Yeah, the WEF. You damn right it is. World Economic Fuggers. We're creating all their shit to take control of the planet. That's 100% what they're doing. Yep. Right on. See you later, brother. Thanks a lot, Pat. 40 ain't old, man. Even me, I ain't old. I have to say that. I got a lot of older people here than me. 48. I sure as hell feel old, though. But in reality, we all stay, like, my mentality stayed back of when I was 19 or 20. Didn't change. Oh, you bet the moon people. They're the ones buzzing around us, man. Hope you're all feeling better and the pain is subsiding. I'm happy for that, bro. Absolutely happy for that. I'm sorry some of you have to go through some shit. We all go through some shit, but especially here on the channel, I got, calm aim. Quite a few people that come by the channel. Anyways, even though how many are watching? 90. We're stuck at the 90. The curse of the 90s here. We have the 100 curse here. You will get 100 comments, no more. You will get 100 people watching, no more. I accept. Bacon Fridays, Pat. Absolutely. My pleasure, Simon. How's it going, Hauser? Right on. Cold. Cold again in Appin West Highlands in Scotland. The Scottish people celebrate Irish. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you all. There's one, David White. Oh, David, your name is... Okay, they're all green. I was getting scared there. I'm like, yo, David put his name green. for St. Patrick's Day. Happy Patties, Bruce. Direct from the old sod. Yes, absolutely. Hope you're feeling well, man. Your clock go forward early or you're just early. Yes, mate. Thanks, man. Yep. No, our clocks went ahead, brother. This is the regular time, always 1 o'clock. Imagine. Hey, Peter Benton, I loved the song that you made on the um, Cynical Entity channel. If you guys want to follow him and see the song he made called Bruce is Back, I definitely want you to go and subscribe and like the video. It's in the community on my Bruce Sees All channel right here. You can check that out later and give him some love. It's advertisement for the channel, man. I love it. I love seeing it. And yeah, we changed time yet again, Mr. Benton. So now it's 1 o'clock here. Yeah, because at one time it gets really late for you here when we change the times yet again. But now our time should be 1 hour closer. So yeah, I'm an hour. It's going to be like I'm always an hour earlier for you, just to screw everything up. I wish they'd stop changing the days. Actually, it gets really annoying. We should never go to war over anything. I agree with that, Azil. Absolutely. Much less over a stupid drone. The drone doesn't have babies at home. That is very well said, bro. I agree with it, man. I mean, in reality, we see a lot of racism online, but in reality, there's not a lot of racist people. I think that there's an image that people are just hateful online, and they try to pass off as racist. But in reality, when I see shit happening in other people's countries, I always feel for them. That's like all the people right now in Ukraine and in Russia. I feel for them. They're not responsible. They have nothing to do with the war, but yet it's all their homes and apartment buildings and even houses that are being destroyed. Very sad to see well, we can't talk much about it, but either way, I'm awake enough to know that we're all the same. We all want peace. And you said it, man. We all have babies at home too, or had babies at home at one time, and we all want to protect our families. We're more the same than we think. I respect people's traditions and different cultures. I like other cultures, learning about other cultures. When I disagree with another culture, I don't even assume that they're wrong. I just know that it's not something I have knowledge about, and I can accept the differences in opinions. It's so much easier. If you have a YouTube channel, you have to accept differences in opinions, or you're going to be a very sad, mad person wanting to tell people that they're wrong all the time, right? I don't hold back from replying to people that tell me something that I think is wrong, but I won't linger over it or get upset over it. That's for sure. You got to come to America and go to a bar and speak in French. You will put in. Oh, really? I didn't know that. They're into the French guys, eh? Oh, c'est bon savoir, ça. That's good to know. But that's how it is. I remember when a couple of French ladies from France, I was working on my first job, and these French ladies came to work for us with their French accents. I was just melting. I'm leaving Bruce on for support, but I have to leave my phone for a while, so I'm not here. I'll be back in a while. Absolutely, Leah. Thank you so much, Leah, for being here. Grip Ripper. Hi, Bruce and all the gang. I'm confused with all the time changes. I would not make good time traveler. Hey, Grip Ripper. Same as you, man. I understand. I totally hear you. Yeah, right now it's 1:36 p.m. as compared to usually it's 12:36 because we changed the time. So, and see, I might even be confused myself. But anyways, now it's 1:30. We put the time ahead, I think. I get mixed up myself. It's confusing. As a matter of fact, I was a bit late for my last stream because I put the time ahead. So, but now we'll be like this for a good part of the year, and then we'll turn back again the other way. It gets so annoying. It does get so annoying. His Highness in the house, my friend, number 36 from Ottawa. Thanks, man. All the pigeons are wondering about last along with me. It's got to be down to magnetics, lol, Alzheimer's. Oh, yeah, I hear you on that. Well, And why do I say I hear you on that? Because since the age of 35, 40, I noticed that all the crazy stuff that I forget, that I think it's inevitable, Grit Ripper. Every one of us continually throughout our lives continue more and more to be more forgetful. I see a lot of people around me, and it's not only elders, not only people that have Alzheimer's or dementia. It's like sort of they're poisoning us, right? Because people back in the days used to live a long time, and I'm sure they did. Yoga with Denise, thank you very much. Second I got on, Darla, I thank you. Lucier, Astley, thank you very much. They know a lot about the Earth core and Earth fluid dynamics. Why do you think nickel is coming up from the Earth's core up through the mid-Atlantic ridge? Because of that, because the mantle's made of nickel, probably. I'll tell you what, they told us, they confirmed that they don't know anything about the core. Like I said also before, they must know absolutely everything about the core, but they're maybe just not talking about it. Lucien, did you know that they found the Earth to have another crust layer? Usually there's 4 layers in the magma, all these different layers to go out of the core. Now they say that they found a 5th layer, and they say that the layers don't go the same side. So you got the exterior layer going this way, that way. You got to take into consideration all the tectonic plates and everything that exists, They're always moving around. Earth is continually moving around. Well said, Richard. Yes, I would have definitely appreciate the thumbs up. Only 80 watching now. It's the 100 curse that we have here. Annette, how's it going? 115? No, absolutely not. You missed absolutely nothing, Annette. Didn't even talk about the news today. Just wishing everyone a happy St. Patrick's Day. Maybe some of you have questions about what I'm capturing on the moon. We talk about all the interesting stuff, and quite honestly, a lot of people these days are a lot talking about the weather with all the crazy weather patterns that are changing and new weather phenomena that's occurring continually. How's it going, my friend Joel? Bruce, hope you're well, my friend. You up for a live chat? And me and Peter later on, bro? Yeah. Oh, not tonight, man. Not tonight. But we'll do it many more times for sure, for sure, for sure. Random Ralph. Good evening, Bruce and mods and BSA family. Thank you so much. Random Ralph in the house. I saw in a video that there are volcanoes on the bottom of the ocean and some do erupt. So maybe that's where the heat comes from. Absolutely. That's another one that I even mentioned in the poll. Yep. In my community. Of course, it can be eruptions. I even mentioned at the beginning of the stream, it could be Tonga. The eruption in Tonga, even though it wasn't an eruption, I am Kai sent me a video, and it's actually a ballistic missile going into Tonga. It wasn't an eruption, but I can't confirm that. Wouldn't want to get any misinformation checks or something, But that's probably something that happened in the bottom. Something crazy happened, and all the seaweed lifted up. If there's a crack or a fault line that opened up in the ocean that nobody knows, there's lots of the ocean we have never explored there, and we wouldn't know it. But I'd be curious to. And thank you very much, Redensky, Redenkenki. Sorry. I'd be curious to know where it started, that formation, where it was seen first. Bojo, thanks, man, for being here. I appreciate it. Thanks again, Joel. Lucky. No, I've not seen it once, not once all day. I heard an analysis and co-transcript of a recent QHHT session she had within a client that we are awaiting a shift. Yeah, some people that are intuitive, that are going through certain programs and stuff, are probably going to start speaking up. I believe, FBI, CIA, uh, the programs where they experiment on people is real, and I know that they're really um, trying to find, like, fortune tellers, where they want people to be able to predict the future, to know what's going on. You got a pretty sinister group of rulers here on this earth. Thank you so much, Anika. I love you. Thank you very much. Drone Fund, aliens, yes. I am so anxious to get that too, guys. I'm telling you. Thank you very much, Anika, child of Thoth. Could the seaweed be harvested and used for food and fertilizer? I would say yes, absolutely they can, even though there's probably no program right now, or it just so happens it's not in Florida, but they should. I'm assuming and hoping that they're going to come with a lot of trucks and take off with them. There's a lot of use for seaweed, absolutely, you know. But yes, it supposedly can be harvested and used for food and fertilizer. There's a climate change mitigation strategy that they use, has to do actually a lot with. I've been doing a lot of research this year, more than in all the years of my doing this, I think. And the seaweed barge, or whatever, this big mass of seaweed, is also a good way of sucking up the carbon in the air and mitigating, of course, for climate change, that I heard. But doing more thorough, deep investigation on that, like I said, it takes the oxygen out of the water. The entire area underneath that is plunged in darkness. Fisheries will be affected, coral reefs will be affected, and it takes the oxygen, sucks it out of the water, and then it's released up higher, and emanating gases, especially when they arrive on the coastlines and everything. A lot of arsenic in it. Yeah, absolutely. The weather is making a lot of people close. It's crazy. It will be announced to us as a CME, but will be from the Galactic Central Sun. Yeah, that's another thing, Norma. I really believe that. Thanks, Norma C, for everything at the same time. I really believe that um, something huge that's going to happen, that they're going to pass it off as just being a CME or something, that it could be something bigger happening. They're investing a lot of time, Norma, to go deep into space, to try to divert asteroids. As you've all heard, the DART project that they just did, they were able to divert a satellite around an asteroid. Those asteroids have climates, they have orbits, they have gravity and atmosphere around them, they have organic rich material elements on the surface of these asteroids. You know what? There is actually, only in the past couple of hours, or maybe a day, they've been talking about an idea of making a space station using an asteroid, as like putting a base on an asteroid that passes by, for example, by Earth every year or every second year, or they would be able to base themselves on that and travel around. Look at it the way you want. To be able to go to Mars, before even thinking of going to Mars, you have to wait till Mars is even with Earth. There's a big difference. Mars is there, while you're going to travel 3 times as far to be able to go cross over and get it when it's perfect launch time, because they're face to face to each other. I think a perfect launch window for Mars is every 11 to 12 years. That's the only chance they get to launch. So the next launch is when, look at it the way you want. They're gonna the last time they launched something to Mars, you're probably gonna have to wait another 11 years till they launch something else to Mars, or unless they can do it with the probes. But if they send humans, they're only going to be able to do it once in a period of 11 years. JT, thanks a lot, man. Susie B, morning to you, my friend. Thanks, Susie B. Nice to see y'all. And I thank you all for the interest that you have on the channel too. Really appreciate it. Lots of truth coming. Wait till I start getting more UFOs there outside. Mama Bear, much love to you. Thank you. Hey, Rose. Happy St. Patrick's Day, my friend. Don't come with solar radiation. There'll be plenty of solar radiation. There is some now around Earth. And seaweed be harvested and used as fertilizer. Absolutely. Yes. That's sort of exciting, Chip. Mentioned you on the Y-Files last night on AJ's AMA. He pulled up your channel live on the show. Jeez, why? Because somebody was talking about the moon or something? That's incredible. Maybe I got a couple of subs. Let's go see. I lose subs during the stream. Let me go see for the fun of it. I hope I don't crash you guys there. Just see real quickly once the window opens. Welcome to everyone coming in. Give me a second while that's opening. Anybody want some coffee? I lost one subscriber. You know, maybe after this we'll know if my channel is really hidden or not hidden. That's interesting. Oh, not the left eye now. Come on, Bruce. Come on now. So talking like Cleveland Family Guy. Hey, happy St. Patrick's Day to you all. Thanks again, Normacy. Really appreciate that. Shenpen, how's it going, my friend? Is it Annette's birthday? Annette, happy birthday to you. I hope you have a magnificent day today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Annette. Happy birthday to you. Do, 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 do. 29 years old, Annette, I bet. Taking a lucky guess. She goes, stop it, I'm 20. Oh, could be. Ron, how's it going? Happy birthday, Annette. Cherokee Nation here. Right on, my friends. Don't worry, we'll be here another 12,000 years. Snowbird Mountains is our refuge. Right on. Hello, and much love to the Cherokee Nation people, my friends. Ah, yes, Annette. Sorry about that. Don't CMEs come with radiation? Yeah, they come with packed with radiation, charged particles that come spiraling towards Earth. And of course, well, we have to hope that the magnetosphere is not damaged, that it doesn't enter, because Earth is protected by CMEs and asteroids because of the belts and because of that magnetic field or wing of energy that's around Earth. But in reality, in the two poles, the northern pole and the southern pole, energy can enter from those poles. And at one point, the magnetosphere was down and there was pink auroras in the sky at the poles. Now, pretty much all the time, like British Columbia, Alberta, those people, the Yellowknife, Yukon territories, they'll be seeing auroras all the time. Nunavut, way down at the end of Quebec, they will be seeing also, hiccups. They will be seeing also a lot of aurora borealis in the sky, and the radiation is very dangerous. So notice when we got the double CME, Annette, when we got that double CME, well, then there was more interference. There's radio 2 emissions, type 2 radio emissions, which is very rarely seen from the sun. It started happening. The X-ray flux was really, really high. That's the amount of light coming from the sun thus measuring the sunspots. Sun is getting very dangerous. It's going to be a lot worse too leading up to 2025. And there's always radiation being shot out by the sun. As a matter of fact, Annette, if there was a CME to hit Earth while you were in a plane, a commercial plane at 30 some thousand feet in the air, it could go through the fuselage. It could be dangerous for people flying in a plane, and it could be deadly for people like astronauts that are outside in space. So I find it very interesting that when the CME is about to hit Earth, that I don't see any UFOs in the sky. That could very well mean that some of the UFOs are military and human, and that they're not flying around when the radiation is coming towards Earth, because, of course, yes, the radiation is very dangerous. And that's what they say. The research I did, we don't know if everything's a lie of what they're saying. I just can't do anything else but share what the scientists are saying. And they say that, yes, a lot of radiation coming from the sun. Intergalactic Overhaul, thanks for being here. Snow 2 days ago and 60 degrees today. Crazy. Hanover, Pennsylvania, USA. Yeah, you guys, USA, are getting pummeled. Seriously, you guys, it's crazy. And you get a lot more dangerous weather than us here in Quebec. Hurricanes and all that. It's incredible because we're not that far away. It's hard to believe, but it all has to do with that polar vortex in the winter, where it's placed, the North Pole, in consideration to the US and Canada. But this year, you guys are getting pummeled in the US. Lots of floods and, everything, you name it. It is, Mama. That is something. It's the coolest thing. But anyways, that's why I was mentioning Mr. Beast before. Yes, he mentioned someone on his channel. A shout out to the person for him to get 1 million subscribers, and he got 4 million subscribers. So it gets people to at least stop by the channel. Like, for example, imagine if YouTube said, we're going to present your channel, Bruce, to 5 million people. And out of the 5 million people, whoever's interested will subscribe. Well, it might get up to 250,000, 300,000, right? But that window is not open. Now, Susan Wojcicki is gone, CEO or whatever, director of YouTube, I call her. She's gone, but the other person that's there, I don't know if he's going to be much better. Hopefully he will be. He's the one that took away the swear words, and he took away, which I'm not going to get mad at him for that. Honestly, I don't think it's a horrible thing for a platform not want there to be swear words in every video. I mean, the odd thick and folk or whatever that comes out, okay. Shit, crap, holy crap, whatever, once or twice. But if the whole frickin' gosh damn stream is going to be frickin' swearing, it could be not interesting, Why swear when people that support your channel will want to bring their kids to see the moon and stuff like that? I'd be stupid to, That's how it is. Thank you, Julie. Thanks again, Anika, Child of Thoth, for being here, for the generous contributions, you guys. Damn right I will. And that's actually, is it his video, though? It's not in his video. It might be on another stream or something, eh? I'm so curious to check. So it's not necessarily on Y-File's channel, or I must be stupid. There must be a link or something that he streams, because he does stream sometime. Yeah, I get it. So it must be one of those. Wow, that's exciting. I hope any of you that are here are going to try to check that out. If ever you see it, drop me a link or a title or something. Wow, that'd be crazy. Hey, thanks, Dave's not here, man, bro. Yeah, I appreciate that, you guys. Yeah, Chip, 1.8 million subs. Yeah, he has good videos. He's got his the hecklefish beside him. Simple, straight up, way, good presentation. He's interesting when he speaks, and a lot of people like him. I saw him a couple of times. First time I'd ever seen the Y-Files was last year. And I said, hey, what a good channel. Well, hey, you guys can check out the Y-Files. if ever he mentioned this channel, holy crap. Go and thank him for having mentioned my name, and now my nose is getting itchy here. That's incredible. I suspect Bruce's frequent expressions of appreciation for his listeners uplifts our planet. I damn well hope so, Norma C, and it's authentic. When I started this, I wanted to reach people, and I thought there would have been millions, yes, because of what I was showing. But the fact that I know that everyone's being hidden, the truth is being hidden. Everyone else, there must be a lot of people bringing out truth of other things, maybe police officers, and they're being suppressed. Maybe they found things that other people never were able to show, but that's how it is with the artificial intelligent programs. People are really blocking people out there. But it's therapeutic for me that growing a community. Don't forget, I was born in the 70s. So back in the day, people that had 50 plus friends were really popular people, or people that hung up in bars or in sports, played sports or whatnot. Back in the day before the internet, it was very rare that somebody knew 100 people very well, and that we're talking to 100 people each day. So the way I look at it, each stream I get about 1,000 people. Hey, 1,000 people is something I wouldn't be able to do if there was no internet. That's for sure. 1:23 for the time here. Always late, Bruce. Eh? Infrared cam is a should, right? Yes, Amir. Absolutely. I've seen UFOs with my regular telescope on the moon a lot. But the problem is, Amir, and thanks for coming by, Amir. Appreciate that, man. I can't get UFOs here with my regular camera. I can, but it's hard, and it's always a light that's out of focus, and the light's very, very small when you pick it up. It's a must. And I tell you, Amir, no matter what the quality of the camera, I'm using a Bushnell monocular. Amir, it's an incredible, incredible device. But some people use the Z2 or Z3 to some from Nikon. There's a whole bunch of different monoculars that you can use, but they're very, very good. And you're going to go get everything that's going to explode in the sky. If you see an asteroid, as we call them, the falling star going by, you're going to see them very, very well. And it's something, it remains still pretty affordable, because these devices that I'm working with are between 300 and 400, maximum 400. You get even, the first one I bought was $280, I think, 300 with tax or something, and they work very, very well. Welsh Warrior, thanks a lot. Wales, United Kingdom in the house. I appreciate that. Plenty of lovely sunshine today in the UK. That's good, Julie. That's what we need, more sunshine to dry up all the water with everyone getting floods and everything. Our pleasure, Annette. My arthritis in my hands is terrible today. Well, as a matter of fact, Dave's not here, man, bro. They have the sun affects people that have arthritis, people that have allergies. I'm going to be careful talking about the arthritis. That's more of my opinion. But as a fact, they say that it affects people with breathing problems, people that have, asthmatic people, people that have asthma, bronchial problems, bronchitis, etc. People that are susceptible to that, to catching that, and have problems with that. I tend to believe it could be the sun. When there's a bad storm outside, there's a lot more humidity. People say that their knees and joints hurt more. Me, I don't know if it's arthritis, Dave. I have no idea, but I started this 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 years ago. Very sore joints. Never happened to me before. As a matter of fact, I want to make people sick, but probably wouldn't be able to do it anymore. I'm double jointed. I can put my little finger and lean it on my wrist almost. All my fingers are like that. So I never had any broken arms or hands or anything. I bend, right? Even if I'm a big guy, I'm double jointed. But the joints in my wrists, my fingers, my ankles, and even my back. Well, yeah, that could be the sciatic nerve. I think that's pretty much it. I have a sciatic nerve problem, whether it be that or one of my discs in the bottom of my back. I get completely numb. The left leg goes numb. And that goes numb. Even the what's hanging under the beep boop goes numb. And I'm laughing. I don't really give a shit. I mean, life is life. Every time somebody says you should go to the doctors, we're living in a scenario. Not worth it. Hans, how's it going, brother? Thanks for being here. Hello, Bruce, and all peace, love, and light. Greetings from Denmark. Thanks for coming back, you guys. Bucker Bill, do you know that before the Celts got to Ireland, they are originally from Africa, then to India, then to Ireland? Yeah, absolutely. And I believe that. Absolutely. Probably the black person was probably first too. You know, not a lot of people think of that. Doesn't change anything to me, but it's absolutely true. We're descendants of descendants of descendants. Yeah, that's, and it's the truth, you know, the way you look at it. Hey, Joel, I appreciate that, man. Norma says, cloudy in upstate New York. I'm willing to buy a device that would take environmental pollution and send it out to space. Yeah, I hear you on that. I would actually furnish with you on that, boy, Norma. Jason, how's it going, bro? And family, thanks a lot, man. I hope you're doing well. Thanks again, Darla. But I live in an apartment, says Norma, and have nowhere to plug it in. Oh, yeah. Actually, she said at first, device that would take environmental pollution and send it out to space. Oh, you were serious. Oh, wow. Really? You also have a time machine? Yo, Alpha Kush in the house. I love you, man. Thanks for being here, brother. Yep, you said Atlantis has found bad banks. My mom once mentioned, says Annette, Black Irish, and at the time I didn't understand, but now I do. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. MC Pelletier, partagez sur Facebook. Je t'aime fort, MC Pelletier. Merci infiniment. Super gentil. C'est bien apprécié. That's right. Shouldn't consent to nothing. So August 6th, right? So that's the date that they wanted to screw things up. That's funny. That's the date where a couple of days where it's going to be my 8th year of research starting. In August, I should be at approximately 102,000 subscribers. This summer, that's when it happens, guys. If lo and behold it goes that far. 100,000 subscribers. It's quite a hell of a milestone, guys. I'll dedicate. I said I was going to do it at the beginning, dedicating my plaque to you all. As a matter of fact, I might even write Bruce and community on the plaque because it'll be because of you if we get one. Or I was thinking of writing one of the names of my trolls. Would that be mean? Like Limey Watcher, almost, or something. Just name one of the channels, you know? I must have little horns that grow once in a while for me to be like that, eh? I'm also playing World of Warcraft. Listen, that sounds awesome. I did not get the chance to play it, and I had not known nothing about those worlds. I thought that was pretty trippy when I found out what it was like. So I'm a flight simulator buff. I like doing real flights and learning about how to fly ever since I was really young, in the goal that where I was going to fly a plane. And then I started having energy problems, and all the devices around me are always going buzzing. So I said, nope, I'm not going to be flying a plane, and I'm not going to fly people in a plane because you guys will be crashing. I'll be smacking you guys into the ground, as the the digital devices will not be working in the plane. Nothing will be working in a plane. Compass won't be working. GPS will stop working. Lots of disasters, eh? Train derailment here in Florida too. Are you serious, eh? Hey, I think it's close to, guys. Oh my God, a couple of thousand of train derailments a year that can occur. I'm really worried because I'm just along the border here, and I'm seeing a lot of chemical shit headed your way. As a matter of fact, look at it the way you want. That those tubs in Ohio that cause the contamination and chloride and shit to go up into the atmosphere and turn into deadly chemicals, dioxins and all that. You guys got careful to talk about that, but that's what's happening. They probably came right by here, right by my house, where I see them going out to the States. In my bus run before, when I started on the medical buses, going from clinic, hospital here in the region of Montérégie, I started. I was working and hired by a taxi firm, also funded by the government, which was funding the post that I had for. Hey, I was working for the government. No, but they were funding the post for transportation for handicapped people, so that it was free for them. But it wasn't. They were paying they'd pay $5, something that would cost them $50 in a taxi. They'd only pay $3 to $5, and it was a nice benefit for them. But long story short, when I was driving the medical buses, I started traveling some people that were working on the trains too. When I was doing not with a medical bus, but with the taxi part, because I did a little bit of taxi too, and dropped off people that were going to the train in the States that were Americans that were here on break. The taxi brings them to McDonald's or whatever, have their lunch, and then bring them back to crossover. We're right along the border here. But the chemicals and crap that are headed into the States, there's lots of chemicals. And it's just like the ones that blew up in Ohio, the same ones. Oh, there were, eh? Exactly. And that is what I heard, that they were not toxic. I wasn't sure if it was in Arizona or not. It's almost hard to keep up with all the derailments and everything going on. Yes, chlorine. It's horrible. And what was in there, it was liquid, and it became boiling at only 8 degrees Celsius. So very, very dangerous. They said that was a controlled burn. Bull crap. There was nothing controlled in that burn. It blew everything up and let the smoke rise up into the sky, which it didn't go up. They were expecting it to go up way up into the stratosphere. It didn't get up very high. It got about 1,000 feet and stuck really low over Ohio, Mississippi River, and all the other places where it started going downwards. Hey, Godspeed. I thank you, Michael. Love you, brother, man. Thanks for believing in me, man. It's Fat Tuesday. You guys want me to do a Fat Tuesday? All right, Bruce is doing a Fat Tuesday today. Flat screen TV in the background. Yes. Bought that quite a few years ago when I had moved in here to the house. Do you know how long it took me to pay off that freaking television? Probably took a couple of years. I think it was $5,000 or something. That was way back when I bought it too. And I don't have the cable here. I don't pay for cable either. I have just the phone and the internet. And my son comes by or whatever. We look on the television. I don't use it that much. I should actually give it to my son. Reject the CBDC. We need to protest incoming like never before. Africa protested it. Yes, ma'am. We need to step up our game. Face the nation's rulers is what we have to do. That's 100% the truth. The collapses of the United States is already underway. People have just accepted it for some really weird reason. Blue Eyes, you're just like me and a lot of people here. It's a ridiculously weird situation. Peter Benton, that's pretty cool to see the writing of your name written differently. How come? I didn't know people could do that. Change the font. Really bloody cool. Your clocks went forward early, or you're just early. See, guys, I'm reading this again, eh? May as well scroll all the way down. Thank you, Peter Benton. Gonna scroll right down, guys. I'm here. I'm coming. That sounded bad. Denis Vaillancourt, merci beaucoup. Bingo, they're poisoning us, Bruce. Hardly any pollinators left either. Yeah, that's right. Remember a couple of years ago, Japan, the Japanese people are outside. They're actually, spreading like the bees used to do pollen on other plants so that they will flower and whatnot. 2 days ago, outside in a snowstorm, I go outside to not to shovel because there wasn't enough snow falling, and I look on the my balcony and on my house, and I saw 6 or 7 spiders, and there's been flies all winter here outside. Even at one point, it was like -20. I go outside, it's like, what the hell? How can you even be outside? Like it must have fallen out of something, but they fall asleep. They hibernate when they're dead when it's cold. I don't get it. This winter, I saw a lot of insects outside, various insects. Very, very odd. Yes, they do, man. I know it. Thanks again, Anika. Appreciate that. Mary McMahon, how's it going? Virginia, USA in the house. Thanks for coming back, Mary. Not only is there red tide in Florida, but they are tracking a lot of great whites in both the Atlantic and the Gulf of Florida. So how come? So you mean like a migration, sort of like, in other words, a difference in some of the fish from other regions, maybe some from the Caribbean wind up in the States. I can only imagine. Well, you guys already have in Florida, anyways, already have sharks there. Um, First time I'd gone to Florida, I remember wanting to go fishing. No, no, not fishing, but it's part of the story. To go swimming. It was a long time ago. My only trip I ever took, and it was with my mother. She spoiled us and brought us after my dad's death to make us feel better. Went to um, um, Florida, Cocoa Beach, and we had gone to Miami. Went through Orlando, Fort Lauderdale. I saw some of that, Daytona, stuff like that. But when I was there, I wanted to go in for a swim, and of course, this is Christmas. It's like the 26th, maybe even the 24th or whatnot, whatever date that we were there. And I remember looking on the ground and seeing all these teeth. So what the frick is that? And it was shark teeth. And I was like, "There's sharks in there?" He goes, "Yeah, yeah." And but you guys swim with the sharks? Yeah, but they don't come close to the coastline. They usually stay out as long as you don't bother them and stuff. All right, I'm done swimming. And here at the end of the pier in Cocoa Beach, on the beach, the end of the pier, which is nice in the States. Most beaches have these nice long piers. I guess other countries, I just haven't traveled. And I remember a guy with his big reel, knew nothing about fishing. Even though my father was a professional fisher, pulling out with his two hands these big friggin' um, sharks. So here I saw a shark coming out of the water, and here I'm in the water right beside the pier, swimming, and I'm seeing this guy with the line like maybe, I don't know, 30, 40, 30 feet from me, picking up a freaking shark. It's like, oh my God, are you serious? That is scary stuff. It was the first time I'd gone there. Hey, thank you, Peter. I appreciate the generous contributions, you guys. Bruce, funny you should say that because we had flies and bugs on the windows throughout our winter here too. It's crazy, right? It is crazy. So the manipulation is worldwide. Like for you to be in the UK and seeing weird phenomena like that, even though you say you only get a good dusting of snow once in a while, you still must have noticed this year that there was a difference in either the quantities or maybe the quantities of snow that fell, or maybe the temperatures. It's just a drastic, crazy change. It's something out of this world. Louis Pépin. Hey, ça va super bien, mon frère. Je te remercie bien gros, man, d'être ici. Robert Kanan, thank you very much. Oh, wow. Hello, mate from Adelaide, South Australia. Thanks, mate, for stopping by. Top of the morning from St. Patrick Irish. I'm not Irish, just top of the morning. I like saying it in Irish. I love accents. All this weather going to hell is all done by the elites. They want to melt the Arctic. Yeah, that too. So they can get to all the fuel and minerals they gave to do this. So they can ship it out by boat. Yeah, Pat. And ship it out to other countries. So, in other words, we're not going to get any of it. We'll have to buy it from those other countries that are getting it for a cheaper price for some silly reason. Yes, it is, Mama Bear. Hey, KB, a prob can direct sharks with mind control. Listen, yeah, KB, it's great for fertilizer. Absolutely. That's a scary thing you just said there because I believe that they are manipulating us through frequencies. Imagine if they do that to make the animals aggressive and start attacking human beings. If it has not been done yet, I promise you, KB, that you're right because I guarantee you that they've experimented on that or that they've at least brought that idea up. 100%. How could we take over the humans without actually lifting a finger and having nature do it for us? In the gifted program in elementary school, grade 3, they tested our psychic abilities. Whoa. We went on field trips and don't remember where we went. Now, that is scary as hell. That is scary as hell. It's funny you say that. Sometimes they get people to go in and hypnotize people at school. I think I had seen that at the high school where I was. And for some reason, I saw everyone in the room literally be hypnotized around me, and it didn't work for me. I was sort of laughing at it. I was like, what the hell? Whoa. I wanted it to work so hard, but it didn't. Tim Ravel, thank you very much, man, for being here. Yeah, exactly. There might be a certain animal that already craves human flesh. Would be very easy to change something sensor wise in the brain. Maybe change the cortex, the pineal gland. They're manipulating absolutely everything now. Yeah, that's what they say, KB. Seaweed has tons of minerals. So they should do something with that for sure. It has tons of minerals and it's ever so dangerous to be in a big patch like that and to destroy every ecosystem it's going to travel over. Think of it, it's larger than the USA. That's absolutely incredible. But yeah, they say it has minerals. I wouldn't take the chance to eat it. I'm sure it's filled with parasites. And that's just me. Again, that's no one ever says that, but there's something I don't trust about that. I'm also afraid that it's what picks up all the pollution, also, you know, but in the bottom of the ocean, why would it come up, or how often does seaweed come up? We know seaweed does come up often enough because we see beaches around the world where they always have seaweed, but as big as the States, that's crazy. Annette says, oh, see, Annette says, don't eat the seaweed. We get some different opinions on that. Seaweed, I can't seem to get it to stay lit. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. See, I like that one, Dave. Hey man, you want to smoke a good blunt of seaweed? This stuff is humid, man. Most humid weed in the world, seaweed. I'm gonna put that one in the dryer. Oh yes, dolphins, sharks. I've even seen one of those bloody tests where a dolphin had something sticking out of its freaking head, a literal box that they implanted in its head, and they're getting it to try to do friggin' circles and stuff. DW, you are right about that, man. It's the most dangerous thing that even a couple of years ago, there's some American federals, people, some feds or some agents that got their minds destroyed with the direct energy weapons. The dew. I often say in my comments, I'm saying, look out for the morning dew, but I'm not talking about what people think the humidity. What is wartime? Changes in our atmosphere. Planet movement in two different areas of the cusp, etc. Moving into what is wartime and changes in our atmosphere. Absolute changes in our atmosphere. You know, it was concluded, it's pretty much sure that the Americans manipulated the Turkey earthquake and it was no epicenter. And we had a political woman in the politics in Romania that also mentioned and spoke about that happening. We know that weather manipulation exists 100%. It always has. Why aren't any of those amazing telescopes pointing back at the Earth to be able to see, live all the time, to see life all the time? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, they have showed some pictures of Earth from the James Webb, but it's a tiny blue, it looks like a little blue star or something. They could have showed it to us the whole way leaving, right? And they really don't. And, you know, for those of you that don't know it, when you go on Google Images and you type an image of Earth, you're going to get the image that was uploaded not to the internet, obviously, but in 1970s it was taken, beginning of the 70s. Click snapshot of Earth, and that's what they present to everybody. They should maybe update on an image. You know, they lied about the moon on so many levels, and they lied about a lot of things. They're trying to make a spacesuit now for astronauts to go to the moon. Do you imagine that? I thought they already made spacesuits. It would be just to update that spacesuit. No, you won't see them walking around like this anymore. Now they're going to be walking around really normal with suits that aren't too heavy. Little bounce to their step as they walk. You watch. It progressed that seaweed. You need salad for your bugs for dinner. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's true. It's basically that's what they want us to eat. They want us to eat bugs and crap. Literally, crickets. You got parasites on crickets. You don't eat crickets, you'll die. So stupid. Damn system. Please give a thumbs up to help out the Moon Master. I love you for it, Dave. Thank you guys. Hey, Tim. Thanks a lot, you guys. Hyping me up. Oliver. I appreciate that, guys. Did he really think they fly with rockets to Mars or Moon? Hell yeah. Hey, yeah. Hi, yeah. How's it going, Oliver? No, they not yet, but they will one day. Shoe Docker, good evening, man, from Germany. Thanks a lot. Nice to see you live. Thank you. It's nice to be alive. Damn photo editor, eh? Damn copy translators. Those rocket guys. It is KB. Wi-Files is mucho grande. Ooh, went to get that far. They really are. How many subs now? Oh man, imagine if it happened. If this just happened, how long would it take for me to get a couple of subs? That'd be so exciting. Let's take a look here. I lost 2 subs before. Maybe I'll get 2 subs from the Wi-Files. Let me go see. I usually lose 30 subs a stream. I don't know if you guys know that. They don't like me streaming. Hang on here while this opens up. There we go. The coffee, boy. That's my second coffee. Susan Ravella and Rocky got me the most amazing coffee cup. I don't know if you guys saw it. It is a lens and it has a cover to it, which is freaking awesome. And the cover is literally a lens where you can see your coffee through the lens. I don't want to spill any coffee here. Not yet. No subs yet. And how many are watching? Are we over 90? Are we over 90? 93. Nope. We're still the same quantity. Oh, that's okay. What's the earlier start? Garrett just got it from the shops. Greeting. Just got in from the shops. Greetings, everyone. Bruce Nation. There's no earlier start, guys. We have the time here is changed. Don't forget it, Mix Mayhem. That's why there's a lot of people that didn't show up here, because people are an hour late. So the time is different. Right now, it's still 2:37. I started at 1 streaming. Got another 15 minutes to go together here. So happy together. Yeah, the same here. The legs, and the other day, that's like me. Last time I was on a date, we're having crickets and didn't want to kiss me because I had cricket legs coming out of my teeth. They're so dumb. Chip, I appreciate it, boy. I tell you. I mentioned your videos of crap and buildings on the moon. Yes, there's lots of crap and buildings up there, boy. And it should get some attention, at least if not the Y-Files, this community, because they are really into the moon, these people that are there. Still exciting. My pleasure, Annette. You're lucky I didn't get the guitar out. Hey, it's highness. That's what I want to hear, you guys. Thank you so much. Going to the Y-Files and commenting about me. You know what that does, eh? 3, 4 of you do that. That would bring hundreds of people back, because some people are curious hearing about channels, you know. People check it out. Pouring here in Wales, says Bojo. Craft, yes. Yeah, guys, did you notice that the autocorrect is working differently now and is not allowing you to post stuff? On Elias's stream the other day, I was trying to write something. I was trying to say I had a crappy connection, and they were saying I had a copy connection. And I said, what the? And then people were like, what's the copy connection? I said, I'm not saying copy connection. I meant copy connection. And it wrote the same friggin' thing again. Copy connection. And it wouldn't let me write the other friggin' word. Usually they offer you which word you want, but now it's become to the point everything you write in a sentence, there's these little boxes underneath. Do you want to exit, or do you mean, are you sure you want to write Illinois with 1 L, or you want 2 L's? You know, they won't let you write what you want. Illinois has 2 L's, right? No guesses allowed? Ah, okay. Well, you're over 50 then. We know now, Annette. No. Trying to get her to speak up, eh? I'm kidding. I'm just teasing you. 55? I know she's smiling right now. If I know your email, I'll email you a picture or a screenshot of AJ showing your website to the fans. Holy shit. I would love that so much, Chip. Wow. There's the email, man. I would love that. Thank you so much. Yes, that too, coming from the sun. Yep. Work on the moon videos. Support all your hard work you do on the moon and activities going on around the moon. Thank you so much, Joel, for doing so. Mickey Scott, how's it going, man? Today is also Dr. Patient Trust Day. Really? I didn't know that existed. That's a good thing actually to have. Bruce, reach out to AJ. He knows if you're at work. He knows if you're at work. Said that last night. Wow. Thanks a lot, Chip. Kimberly, thank you so much for being here, you guys. Now I'm just thinking of the Y-Files. Thank you for explaining that. Solar radiation. Hey, my pleasure. Absolutely my pleasure. Yeah, that's what it is here. Always fighting those damn algorithms. It's so annoying. 50 active volcanoes. Yeah, I was just looking at it today. Over 150 are starting to go active, even in the oceans. How's it going, William Shuttles? Hello to you and Mika. If you guys are together today or working, and absolutely, man, there's something coming up, bringing up all that seaweed. It's not just one patch of seaweed, that's for sure. Maybe an alien base extension. Something's going on. It's our pleasure for the birthday wishes, Annette. Hope you have an exceptional birthday. But the drone situation, why was his toy in the other guy's yard? Why was his toy in it? Yeah, exactly. His toy shouldn't have been in the other guy's yard. But actually, no, he was allowed being in the trans. Um, sorry, not trans. I was going to say transcontinental. The international waters. Now my ears are bopping. Nibiru must be going by overhead. So glad I passed on the PM a job. I'll rather be off grid listening to Bruce. Hey, thanks a lot, Bojo. Hey, Ruth Kelly. Thanks, Ruth. Appreciate it. Love you guys for being here, for being members. Thank you so much. Mix Mayhem in the house. Scrolling down here now. I know I never do it, but I'm doing. Oh, did I see Susan Ravella? I did. Darla, I've been enjoying the cat pictures on your channel. Yeah, I'm having fun too with Darla's channel, and she posts often on the community, guys. You should check it out. She posts a lot of funny shit. Oh yeah, it is His Highness. People are gonna start getting dumber and dumber. Sprue, merci, thank you, Sprooksy. Yeah, that's a sad part. Hey, Motley, MS Sport in the house. Thanks for being here, my friend. Thanks for being a member, you guys. Chip says AJ knows of your work. Not if you're at work. Autocorrect. See, yeah, that's what it does. The autocorrect, eh? He knows of my work. Wow, I think that's exceptional. I commented very rarely because I guess my comments don't appear on people's channels. It's like I'm blocked, you know. I believe that I asked them something many years ago, Chip. No, I'd be lying there. It wasn't many years ago because I think it's only about a year and a half maximum, not even 2 years that I've known Y Files. I asked him, I said, you're pretty good at debunking stories about the moon and bringing some of the truth to the people. I said, I would love for you to try and debunk me and let the people know whether you think I'm real or not. I would love to be totally invaded by you scanning everything I've done and everything I've shown and to try to find some flaws, to try to find if it's censor errors. I said, honestly, it's going to get me a lot of attention. And I went back to see the comment, but of course there was no reply to the comment. And like I'm invisible. I went back to like a year after, 6 months after, something like that. And nobody sees my comments on their channels, the big channels. But how come I can comment on your guys' channel, but when I go to a really big channel, it doesn't work? Motley MS Sport again, evening. Thanks again for the awesome support here, you guys. Bien apprécié, mon ami. Le Denis Vaillancourt. Don't forget to like. I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. Same here, Grit Ripper. They're not playing with our heads enough, probably. Hey, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Hello. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you, too. Last night, AMA live before the 3 hours of Mark shows your website and speaks of your channel. It's the AMA live. I didn't know what it was. So in other words, just the live that he does when he does a regular live stream, probably. I noticed that I didn't listen to a lot of his streams, so I didn't even know that he could even mention or would could have mentioned another channel. But if you don't mind, I'll be checking the screenshots, so I'll know where to go and look. It's just I'm feeling a bit silly. Obviously, you're talking still on the channel. I just didn't know if his videos were on another social media site, but obviously not. They're probably on the Y files. Will the moon be green tonight? Wonder. Mayor Green, a beerus. When the moon leprechauns go to party. I was even thinking of it by putting up a green moon tonight. I know one thing for sure is that I'll be definitely looking to be sure if there's any moon, I'll be getting it for you. Hey, Grip Ripper. Same. I think we all go through that. But you'll notice the autocorrect is really screwing over people this week. I've noticed it like crazy. So absolutely, man. Thanks again, Chip, if you're still there for that. For sending me that screenshot. I'm going to write in. Am I writing this right? No, Bruce. You don't know how to write your name. I'm going to write it again, my email. What the hell's going on? Schwartz75, a commercial gmail.com. And I would love to see a screenshot of that, but I'm sure you probably already saw when I posted it before. My nip, Bruce. My hip hurts and my lungs tire easy. When this stuff from the sun happened, sometimes it hurts super bad to walk. So you see, yeah, notice that, Annette, when it happens, when it gets worse, try to notice that if during like when there's the CMEs or something like that, apparently it's worse. I was starting to wonder if my eye wasn't worse because of that. We'll know in 2025, by 2026, the sun should die down. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Bruce from Ireland. TETs, thank you so much. I love my Irish friends. Thanks. I appreciate that. I hope you have an awesome day today, you guys. Leah, wow. Thank you so much, Leah. My gosh. Next time your son visits, get pizza or whatever he likes. Working on getting my van ready for a trip to see my family. Yes, you're going to Canada, if I'm not mistaken. I promise you I'm not disappearing. I'll be here off and on. No, absolutely. Listen, I love you to pieces, Leah. And I know a lot of you that have been here since the beginning of time. There's always a gap where some of you disappear for 2-3 months, which is totally normal. You don't always have to come to the channel either, guys. I know, Bruce is always like, I'm not getting much views, but I mean, in general, YouTube's not sharing me out. But you guys, if you come here once a week, you're supporting the channel in an incredible way. Well, thank you very much. And if I'm not mistaken, that trip might be in Canada or British Columbia or something like that. And wow, Leah, thanks a lot. Bruce, I got MPOC and many health problems. Je suis désolé d'entendre ça, Denis. Sorry to hear about that, brother. I hope this winter and soon I will feel better. Yeah, écoute, je te le souhaite. Puis l'hiver, à l'achève, mon frère. Hang in there. Thanks for sharing that, brother. Hang in there. Thanks, Rose. Olive's in the house. Olive, bonjour. Merci beaucoup. Oh, was she Annette? Mom from Ireland. That's cool. I've got some Irish blood, some German blood, some Indian blood. I'm a badass. Roger Reed. Happy St. Patrick's Day, brother. Thank you so much, man. The Earth's magnetic field, says McSmam, protects us from most CMEs. That's well said. Hence the auroras, which have been pretty intense this past week and raising us to an S1 solar radiation storm. And that's what happens because when you start understanding absolutely how that works, there's flares. And when there's a flare, there's not always a coronal mass ejection, and there's not always solar storms. It depends on the intensity of the sun's radiation and the exactly how hot it is, how much it's acting up. We saw for the first time last year, or maybe even in 2021, the year before, some sunspots that let go one hell of a corona mass ejection and took out some even some satellites that were raising an orbit from Elon Musk. And that was a very small sunspot compared to the big ones. And when I say a very small sunspot, it's as big as Earth there, probably even bigger than Earth, because that's probably the size of the sunspots we see, which plunge down to about 130, 140,000 kilometers deep into the sun. So they say. Leah, guys, thanks again. Miss Julie Stats is in the house. I want that four-wheeler that you were following. I thought you were going to honk at it. Come on, get off the road. That wouldn't be very smart to do. We can't zook up our cars like that here. We can't lift them up. Lift kits are illegal here, and the wheels are not allowed sticking out further than the wing of the car. So, guys, we got a big thing happening today and tomorrow, so we will be in and out. Absolutely. Please let our fearless leader know we love him. Fearless leader. Biden? I know you're not talking about Biden. Trump. He's been doing good, been saying some good things, Trump. I'm proud of Trump. Guys, I'm going to be a grandma. Oh, wow. This is awesome. Think my mom reincarnated already. My oldest son, Ryan, and wife, Valerie, and pregnant. Oh, my God. That's an omen. That is a beautiful omen, Beth. Wow. I think possibly. I thought the same thing when my son was born. After I had lost my dad, and when I had my son, I said, maybe that's him reincarnated to spend the rest of his life with me. That's also something beautiful that you said. So your oldest son, Ryan, and his wife, Valerie, hi to both of you guys, if you're listening, are pregnant. That is something beautiful. I wish a beautiful pregnancy also. And I hope, obviously, you're going to keep us posted as that goes along. So you'll be a young-looking grandma. It's a new thing now. Grandmas are so young-looking now. Back in the days when somebody was called grandma, they looked like a grandma. Not anymore. That's the address if you guys want to send me spaceship parts, want to send me the microfilms or hate mail. Hey, that's the place. Oh, fog, eh? We're getting some here too because it's so warm. 8 p.m. tonight Eastern, my friends. We have another live stream that's coming up. I thank you all to have stopped by this stream. I hope you'll be stopped by the next stream. Oh, 90, 92 watching again. We have the 100 curse here locked. It won't go up. Let's see if it goes up. Oh, 93 watching. Trevor Williams. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. Good thing the Wi-Fi spoke about me. How can it be? The people don't come by the channel. Trevor Williams, thanks for coming in, brother. Appreciate that, man. Gassan. Gassan. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, my friend. Australia in the house. Thank you, George Klaus. George Klaus, sorry. How's it going, brother? Dwayne Beauchamp dans la maison. Happy St. Patty's Moon family. Thank you very much. At what point is it mathematically impossible to be accidental derailments? Yeah, well, that's funny you say that. This is what they were talking about. They have sensors on the train wheels when they heat up, because obviously this is what they said happened, that the wheels heated up. There's sensors, infrared sensors in the on the wheels and the metal wheels, those gears, well, not gears, but the wheel setup. And in the front, they have a screen that shows the temperature and the heat in Fahrenheit or whatever, Celsius, obviously Fahrenheit. And you would see the red or yellow forming when it's really, really hot. And before it crashed, that train, it went for, to be safe, I'll say at least a mile or two, while the pads were on fire, while the wheels were burning, getting red, 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 red hot. Obviously, they would never have been able to stop. So that's a little odd that they wouldn't have stopped the train the minute that that happened. Or I think there's something they can do to compensate for that. But listen, as for the mathematically impossible way of showing that, I'm pretty sure, I'm no genius in math, but I'm pretty sure if somebody knew more about what's going on, they would say, listen, train drivers, you don't have derailments for nothing. And it's true. I know myself, there's no derailments for nothing. You have some. Ever see a train come into your town? Depending on if you are in, everyone has trains, but if you're in a region where the train is a turning line, turning tracks, you're not going to see that train barreling in. The train's always going to slow down when it gets to that region and go out. If you get yourself a long train, which by the way, the one in Ohio apparently was a big one. If you get 2, 3, 400 wagons on that train, sometimes you can see 1, 2, 3 locomotives in the front, or not locomotive, but motors, diesel engines. You know how much diesel are in those trains? They can go around the world twice without having to fuel up. That's all it is, just a big battery and diesel. Whoa, 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 whoa. Crazy stuff. Is it that grip? A lot of people say that the Eagles staring at them, staring into their souls. The other one that Leah got me on this side, we can't see because Bruce's house is not bright enough. Got a beautiful sun with a mirror up there. Old antique object, but nobody can see it very well. Anika of Thoth, beautiful image right there. Rocky and I built 2 huge chem busters, and they seem to keep a lot of atmospheric garbage away. Yeah, I've been hearing about those from the farm and surrounding area. They really do seem to help. It's something, Susan and Rocky, that we're going to be seeing a lot more people having, I believe. That is really interesting. We could obviously use a frequency to push those clouds away. The same way they're manipulating us, we can counter manipulate those bloody clouds, right? Put a screensaver up on TV during the show. You can put a screensaver up on the TV during the show. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yes, I could. I absolutely could. I did in the past, but I don't know. It was hard to see. I had a crappy YouTube. I have a green screen though. Usually I got Bruce C's all set up all in the back. OBX arms in the house. Space spiders are the worst. Yeah, that's sort of scary. Imagine you go to the moon, that's all that's there, just a bunch of spiders. First sign of spring for me, Darla says, saw first Robin. We're usually at the same time seeing them, Darla, because I'm really not far from you. And unfortunately, I haven't seen my first Robin yet. But you guys remember last year, and for those that don't know, every year I have a silly Robin, very manipulative, very angry. She comes and makes a nest on my neighbor's house in the corner, and she has enough money to own a second flat on my house. I don't know if she's sleeping around with 2 birds. Maybe if robins sleep around on their husbands, they have to build another nest. She's going to work. She's doing a whole bunch of birds. She got birds over on my neighbor's house, and she makes one on my front light. So when she starts making the nest, I leave it there. I pull out the maxi pads and the Kotex or whatever, and the condoms that she brings, because that's part of her nest. And she got mad at me the other day because I pulled some of that out of her nest last year. So the robin makes a nest in my front light in front, packs a whole bunch of mud and makes an opening in the mud, and it's wet, puts water there, and then brings sticks, start putting sticks in there. It's ingenious. And I leave her, make her nest. For 3 days, she dives down on my head and complains and is very, very territorial. She's always like at the end of her nest with her big breasts out there, pushing her chest out. And they're funny, the robins. I'm telling you. I pull into my driveway when the nest is there, in my own driveway with the car, and she stays right in front of the car and she looks up at me like this. I remember the other day going ahead, she was under the car, still like this, not moving, just staying there. But she shoots mud all over the deck for 3 days about while she's building the nest. Then once the nest is ready, I said, all right, in a week or 2 or 3, there'll be a baby. 2 days, 4 or 5 babies up there. The next day after that, I'm hearing pluck, pluck, pluck. They're flopping all over the deck, and they're going with the 3 feathers on their head. They're going down the stairs like this, falling, toppling over. I had a crazy, guys, I killed them. Basically, in the nest, they started flying with the mama bird, not mama bear, with the mama bird, and mama bird goes to the backyard, and the baby flies into the pool, starts drowning. So I go outside all dressed. I see the robin in the pool. I jump in the pool, the dirty water, and start walking in the water to get the baby robin. Put it out on the grass. The mama robin diving down at me, and they didn't make it. So it's like, what a horrible. That was a horrible life for that robin, baby robin. Fell out of its nest, knocked its head, then went to the backyard and drowned in the pool. So it was a short life. But Justin Trudeau is approaching 50 years old. He's doing really well. Bees love shungite. Oh, do they? Look it up. You can get shungite honey. Pricey though. Really, eh? Didn't know that. One thing I know is that bees don't like coffee. Apparently, that's how you get rid of a nest, just with coffee. They can't stand the smell of the coffee, I guess. I have some shungite that Lisa Eckerly gave me. 65 years, says George Klaus, planting a new peach. Oh, that's awesome. Fruit trees, man, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of roses. I love roses, a red rose. I would grow them all over the place. Well, thanks so bloody much for all of you having taken the time to stop by. Oh, you're serious? Oh, that's even freaking freakier. I believe that there's vegetation and insects in space. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the bugs that are forming inside the ISS space station, there must be some type of bugs up there too. You would think. Yeah, the white sharks and stuff. It's crazy. They're changing things around, going around in many different areas. 90 watching now. 120, eh? Oh, 120 thumbs up. Yeah, okay. I thought you meant 120 watching. I'd be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That can't be. Hey, Josh, how's it going, brother? It's a test video, by the way, if anyone wants to check it out. Did you make a video, my brother? Tracked like a... No, I wouldn't block you, Alien Outlaw. Why would I, my friend? I lost my app. I had to enable and update. Been tracked. Oh, man. Sorry about that. Stupid crap. Hey, Bradley. Well, that's my fault, brother. I've changed the time, man. I changed the time. For me, I was right on time. I was right on at 1 o'clock. As soon as he figures out one thing, they add 3 more. A lens cup with your logo on it. Isn't that an ideal for merch in the future? You know, you're a smart guy, a smart person. That would be a very good ideal, actually. Bruce sees all mug with a cup and like that. Absolutely. The problem is, I bet you she paid a good price for this. I'm really good at guessing prices, and in Canadian price, I'm sure this was at least 15, $20, but I tend to think could even be close to 30 Canadian, probably. But I thought it was genius. But no, man, that would be totally perfect. Absolutely. I had the ideal of making an ounce of silver with my face on it, but it would be wishful thinking. It would be a lot better just that, I assume, for sure. Time keeps on slipping, slipping into the future. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle. Let that eagle enter me. No, it's not him. I don't know the words anyway. I love music, and you guys do it on purpose to get me singing every time. I'm into the oldies, guys. For me, those are the oldies. 70s, 80s, 60s, and even 50s. Really into the old music. Jumping in again, Leah says, had that coffee, love that coffee mug. I should get one like that for my brother. He does a lot of photography too. It's genius. I think it's just awesome. And it's literally a real mug, and it's got even the power button on it and everything. Everything's there, I think it's really, really cool. What a genius idea. Metal cup inside. The nice cover on top, which is also pretty cool. A lens, you can see your coffee. It means for bugs outside. This is totally perfect because I don't want any bugs in my coffee. That way, you really screw up the cops. You guys got any weed? Put your cameras in the back seat when you go get your weed, and just stick it in your lens. Leave it close to your camera. Listen, I'm a smart guy. Get a couple of books too. You got to go all out. You might get a cop that's smart enough to look at the lens, but instead you have to get books about birds, how to view birds of Canada, best way to film birds, a book of photography. You leave that in your backseat all the time. That's what you do. That when the cop says, "What are you doing here?" Lens, taking pictures, just a regular lens that smells like weed, as a matter of fact. I got the new one. Put the old, only the old ones out. Hey, Rose, I got the music channel. You got to check out Bruce's music. I play a lot of things there. It's not tuned right now. I know it sounds like an excuse, but it is not tuned. I love playing guitar. If it was me, I'd just continually play guitar all the time. Bong rips. Right on. Yeah, you said it, Bradley. You can't even have free text speech. It's like, Apple. Are you sure you didn't want to say Bapple? It's like, what the hell? Been online for many years now, watching and listening to many channels. Thanks, Ruth. This is the only channel I paid to be part of. Wow, I love you for that. It means a lot. That literally means a lot, Ruth. I really appreciate that, Ruth Kelly. I'm very glad to have found you, Bruce, and your lovely family here. Thanks for being real. Thank you so much, Beth. I appreciate it. I'll never be able to thank you guys enough. Honestly, it's real comments like that. You go to a lot of the big channels and they don't have a lot of comments where, "Oh, wow, you changed my life. You did this, you did that." Get a lot of people talking about different things, but you guys are really, I'm really grateful to have the amazing comments that you guys leave me anyways. That's for sure. All you faithful viewer don't care about the trolls or the governments that try to censor us. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate that, sir. Keep on doing what you do. Your content is great. Thanks a lot, man. The pick is my grandson. All right, right on. I said it's a son or a grandson. Right on. Handsome young man. Looks like a smart little bugger, too. Probably very smart. Probably into BMX, maybe, possibly. Aren't they all? Thanks again, Chris. Those kind words, man. 6:30 p.m. Now it's tea time in the UK. Well, happy tea with me coffee. Kind of seaweed. I'll bet they could make plastics out of seaweed if there was. You know what? Hey, Goog in the house. Love the name. Listen, my name was Goog. My first internet name was the Goog. And then I went to look that up, and apparently the Goog is the very first one of the first names of, I think, Google or something like that. Anyways, Goog says, speaking of seaweed, I'll bet you can make plastics out of the seaweed if there was. I believe you probably could. Did you see what is happening with the plastic that is winding up on the coastlines in the southern hemisphere of the world? It's becoming plastic rocks that are blending in and metamorphosing themselves, intertwining with nature, dirt and everything, making like a rock out of plastic dirt and everything. It's really sad that's going on. It's only very recently they told us that we have a whole bunch of nano particulate, plastic nano particulate pieces in us. I learned that processed cheese has a lot of plastic particles in it, tiny fibers. Hey, top of the morning to ya. Too. Thanks a lot. Before I get off here, all of a sudden I'm signing. I'm singing. What goes up must come down. Spinning wheels got to go around. Yes, which song is that? Rings a bell. Yes, Dave Clay Thomas, Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Ah, there you go, band. 1969. Your voice, Bruce, like his, my youth. Oh, really? I'll have to check him out. I mean, I know him, but I have to check out more of the song and listen to the voice. Thank you. Bruce's music, if you guys want to check out my silly little music songs. Lucin or Lucan Sunshine, thank you very much. Good day, my brother, from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada, in the house. Awesome. I hate missing out. Sorry, you guys. Scratch is here. Can't get everyone. I try. Celtic Hammer. Did you hear Rolls Royce are building a nuclear power plant on the moon? I did hear a bit about that. What the hell's going on? Their cars are crap, but who's gonna buy a nuke powered one up there? A nuke powered Rolls Royce. Imagine how slow that would go. The missile's gonna be too big. The rocket's gonna be too big for nothing. Gonna have a lot of gold and trim inside and big Rolls Royce. I did hear something about that. Just mentioning the zombie thing on another stream. Yeah, the zombie apocalypse. Buff, 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 buff. Why all the rubbish around the world is not dumped into volcanoes to be burned up is beyond me. Yeah, when you think of it, you're right about that. I might solve some problems, no? Could be. It depends on what the heat, how high the heat is. Like you need a really high burning heat to be able to destroy certain bacteria and germs. And yeah, you got to wonder, eh? Yes, it is rubbish. Grip Ripper. That's a good one. Autocorrect is ruggish. Yeah, and then you got to hurry up and retype. Like, that's not what I meant. Oh my God, I'm going to sound so stupid. They're going to ask me, what the hell, clapper? What do you mean, clapper? Oh, you meant rapper. Why'd you say clapper? Right? It's the autocorrect. Hey, thanks for asking. What do you guys think? Buffering tends to get a better signal. Looks like invisible hula hoop dancing. Add a cackle to amplify the signal and amuse the neighbors. Neighbors looking in the window. What the hell's she doing with her phone moving around? No doubt something being built on the moon, maybe Rolls Royce powered by methane. Yeah, of course, because they're interested in methane also, and there's plenty of that in the moon. I would say. Thank you so much, Leah. Donna says, American Music Awards? They mentioned Bruce at the American Music Awards. That was Johnny Carson, I think, or something. Got some moon videos here from Oklahoma, Bruce, that is bigger than it should be for Oklahoma. Good one. Yeah. When did that happen? I think at the beginning of this year, the end of last year, where there was just like ridiculous size of the moon. And as a matter of fact, the moon was at its furthest apogee, perigee, shouldn't have been that close. I want to thank everyone for coming in, Leah, and everybody for the generous contributions. Anika, every one of you, Peter, everyone. I got to stop naming some of them because I never remember to name all of them. Ruth Kelly, people like this that become members here to the channel, or someone like Scratch that's here every single day that I stream. I love you, brother. Thanks a lot. Schumann, yes, it's very bad, the Schumann resonance. Adam Truthfinder in the house. Hey, how's it going, my friend? Started coughing. Mick, thanks for being here, brother. Before I get off, my friends, down the Western Fields tonight, looking out for some little green leprechauns with a, I thought you were saying with some pot. With a pot of gold. I'm coughing my head off here. Tom Cruise got me laughing here. Tom Cruise, well, don't insult the leprechauns. He's not that tall. Like the way Family Guy portrays little Tom Cruise every time Stewie sees him. Oh gosh, Tom Cruise is here. Little Tom, hello, little Tom Cruise. Hey, Stewie. He smiles like this tall. God, he must be so insulted. Even more than 50, Elias. 60. That's even more. Hey, guys, everything helps and counts. Somebody leaves me $2. I'm ecstatic. And it's a beautiful contribution. It's a beautiful support. You too, Alien Outlaw. Thanks a lot, brother. See you next time, bro. On the flip side, man. I've contacted AJ your work. I'm working. Chip, I love you for it, man. Working hard to get you guys together for him to do a show about what's going on. At the moment, I think if you were born, enjoy it as much as we all do. Again, for every little bit that you guys do to help the channel, Chip Snyder, I really appreciate it, man. I love you, bro. Honestly. Hey, that's cool. So thanks so much, everyone, for y'all coming down to check out the channel. The Wife Files anime video from last night, it's up right now, the 2.5 to 3 hour mark. Is it called The Wife Files or The Y Files? Or is that just an error? The Wife Files anime doesn't sound too gay. Usually affects the Schumann resonance when it's active. I feel drained. Yeah, that's what happens. And I believe a lot of us are feeling that. Canada hopefully is next year with my niece. We would have to fly. This is closer to home. Got ya. Right on. It is beautiful, Beth. Yes, they do come back. You can be sure of it. I promise you they do. Yeah, Josh, tell me about it, brother. I mean, I just wish the best for you guys. You know, those of you in the States, I wish the best for it. I know that some of you that are going to vote for Trump is not because necessarily he's maybe the best to be president, but you know that you're stuck with Biden or Trump that's in general is not trying to force people to do stuff and stuff like that. So that, you know, it's not never easy, but I mean, the best choice is that, you know, for American people. That's just my opinion. I'm not from America, but I sure as hell know what's going on, though. Yeah, Celtic Hammer. I heard that one just a couple of days ago. The Biden administration. For those that don't know why it's called the Biden administration because of Obama and Big Mike. Big Mike could be the next president. Big Mike Obama. He's bigger than Obama, actually. HOB, thanks for being here. Before I get off here, you guys, I always miss some people, of course, but I have an amazing support from you guys being here. Thank you so much, Chip. Hey, I appreciate that, my brother. So I am going to get off, everybody. Catch up with you later. Bruce, bye for now. Going to get some tea. I love you guys so much. Stay in touch. I'll be back on tonight at 8 o'clock to stream. And I thank you all for the generosity, the contributions, and for coming here, for watching the videos, for the thumbs up, or like Chip, for sharing out the channel with other people. I really love you for it. See you on the flip side. It's now 3 o'clock. We'll be back in 5 hours at 8 p.m. Eastern time. See you on the flip side. Thanks again, mods. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.